Mastering adverb placement in comparative and superlative forms. Hello learners! Welcome to another exciting episode of our English language learning journey. Today, we're going to dive into a fascinating part of English grammar, the placement of comparative and superlative adverbs. This video will help you learn how to use these adverbs effectively, and where exactly to put them in a sentence. Let's get started. Before we dive into their placement, let's take a quick refresher on what adverbs are. Adverbs are words that modify verbs, adjectives, or other adverbs. They give us more information about how, where, when, or to what degree something happens. For example, in the sentence, "She runs quickly," quickly is an adverb modifying the verb runs. Now, let's look at comparative and superlative adverbs. We use the comparative form when we're comparing two actions, and the superlative form when we're comparing more than two actions. For example, comparative, "She runs faster than I do." Faster is comparing two actions. Superlative, "She runs the fastest of all the runners." Fastest is comparing more than two actions. Now that we understand what these adverbs are, let's see where they fit into a sentence. The rule is simple. Comparative and superlative adverbs typically come immediately before the verb they're modifying. For instance, comparative, "She more frequently visits the library than the mall." More frequently comes before the verb visits. Superlative, "He arrives most quickly of all the runners." Most quickly comes before the verb arrives. English isn't always straightforward, and there are some exceptions to this rule. Comparative and superlative adverbs can sometimes appear at the end of the sentence, especially when you're comparing two complete actions. For example, comparative, "She visits the library more often than the mall." Superlative, "Of all the runners, he arrives the fastest." And that wraps up our discussion on the placement of comparative and superlative adverbs. By now, you should have a good grasp on where to put these adverbs in your sentences. Remember, practice makes perfect. The more you use these adverbs, the more comfortable you'll get with them. Thanks for joining today, and keep practicing. Happy learning!